Hey, hello, and welcome to
Absolute Game of Nerd!
just another short kind of weekly video here on some new pickups. I will tell you this is card related, so just want to make sure everyone's aware of that watching moving forward here. And this is the last few weeks I've had a couple of videos regarding my new Thing character collection. But this today is back to my main love, the Silver Surfer. And why I say I'm over the moon because I have recently picked up some big card, big to me. I think big to a lot of people. Just some cards I've been looking for, been wanting, and I am pumped to finally have them. And I am going to show those to you right now. So one thing that's been very cool with the Thing collection is it has allowed me to just look for cards that just aren't available for Surfer, just because the demand for Surfer cards is much higher than the demand for Thing cards. Again, like I said before, Thing cards just I'm the only one I know that collects the Thing, and so but there is the carryover. A lot of his cards are Fantastic Four related, and so there is some demand there. But still, almost a lot of things are available. And one of the things that I have not had a chance to acquire with Surfer is some packed pulled autos. Now, I should say there is one, and it is one of the cards I have here. It is this card from 2013 Marvel Fleer Retro, and it is an on-card pack pulled auto from Lee Weeks. I did just get this one, and this is one of the ones I want to show, but this one is one I've always been able to get. There's plenty of options out there. It's not super rare, or at least it's just available at least. But I just finally got around to picking it up and found a nice one. So that's the first one. But outside of that, I've found that the Silver Surfer pack pulled autos are definitely a lot harder to come by. But when I was searching for the Thing, there's a handful, and I'm going to have another video with all the autos I've gotten for the Thing. But one of my favorite sets that has pack pulled autos is Marvel Beginnings from 2011 and 2012. And specifically, their breakthrough issue cards, which are the comic covers that I have. A lot of times I get in those, blue label CGC pristine 10s. Those have autos by the creators themselves, or a lot of them. So to find like some big ones, those have become some of my favorite inserts in Marvel cards. And so Surfer has a couple. And when I was searching for the Thing ones, I found some, and I actually just messaged the people that had them like, hey, do you have any other? And through that, I was actually able to find a couple Surfer ones. And that was a big score. So the first one, this is more of a modern book, but it's still Surfer, and it's still Beginnings from 2012, or is this 2011? I can't remember which series this one is from. I don't know, but it is the first one. Is this one for this the Annihilation, right? It's the first of the six run series of Annihilation. And if you can't really see it here on video, I apologize, but there is a on-card auto of Gabrielle Delotto, who's actually obviously one of the newer modern artists. So that's the first one. That was one I had looked for and hadn't found one, but I found that contact. He had that. And then he also had this one. This is the bigger one. And this is for Silver Surfer #1. And this is the auto by Joe Sinnott. So the inker. This one is, so Surfer's got a couple I said. So there's that Annihilation one that I just showed. That's Gabriel Delotto. Surfer has this one for Silver Surfer 1. There's also one that is signed by Stan Lee. And then there's one that is signed by both Joe Sinnott and Stan Lee. Either of those, even if it was just a Stan Lee on his own, would be an absolute grail card for me. From what I understand, though, these things, when they come up, I mean, we're talking thousands of dollars for these. And I should show you real quick before I carry on this. These all come with an additional card that is the COA for the auto. It just says that a member of Upper Deck was there present for when these were signed. But yeah, so anyways, I actually talked to the person that has the dual auto, for example, and he was like, I'm never moving that card. He's like, I've turned down offers up to $3,000. I was like, oh, baby, that is big time. That's out of my range for a card. And if you look on eBay, the Stan Lee autos, there's a lot of them, not a lot of them. There's a handful of them priced. I think the cheapest is 2,000, and they go up to like 3,500. However, recent sales, there was I think it was an ASM 14 one that got an OBO. I think it was $1,500. And then a smaller card is X-Men 2, but it's signed by Stan Lee. That was also a recent sale, OBO for $900. But I think if you're looking at Surfer, we're kind of closer to that in that 2,000 to 3,000 range. The other one would be there is a Fantastic Four 48, which Surfer obviously isn't on the cover, but that is his first appearance book, and that one is signed. They have one that is signed by Stan Lee, so that would obviously be a dream, and that also would obviously count towards the Thing collection as well, right? One of the carryovers. That would be definitely a Grail card for sure. And then another card, this isn't necessarily a Grail card, but it is when I got it in hand, I just think it's one of my favorite cards. It's a card I've been looking for, and it hadn't popped up, and it popped up finally. And I was able to get it. It is from 2012 Marvel Premiere, and it is these classic corners insert, and it is a patch card. So what that is, what you can see there. So that image, the green background with the Silver Surfer, is an embroidered patch inside the card. Think of it like a comic cut, but instead of the cut, it's this patch. And that matches, as you can see on the back, or actually you can see it on this card that I just showed, it matches that green corner box of Silver Surfer 1, and that's the patch. On picture and even on video, this probably doesn't look that cool to you. When you hold it in hand, you see the details of the embroidery. I just think it's awesome. I love this card. And there are two with a Thing that I'm looking for. There were tiers. So there's 4 tiers of these. There's group A, B, C, and D. So it's Marvel Premiere. This is in group D, which is the most common one. Group D was in every 4 packs, I think it was. There was one of these. But remember, Marvel Premiere is a 1 pack per box. So when it says 1 in 4 packs, it's 1 in 4 boxes. The Thing they have one for FF48 patch card that is also in group D. There's also Thing is on one, though, that is from Secret Wars 1, the corner box from that he's on. That is in group A, and that is 1 in 33 packs. So think of 1 in 33 boxes. We're talking what's 1 per 5 to 6 cases. A lot of those, there's 4 of those in group A. People haven't even seen pictures of them because they haven't been pulled. I have seen one, Secret Wars 1. Actually, Michael Salter from Cool Card Life had one, but he sold it in 2015. And he says he regrets that. But otherwise, I've not seen one. I don't know anyone that's seen one. The kind of theory is that a lot of them are stuck in boxes that aren't opened yet. But anyways, the last one, the biggest card. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Rittenhouse 2014, both the Marvel Universe and the 75th anniversary sets. On the 75th anniversary set, I've had the Emerald and the Ruby. And now I've finally brought home the Diamond, right? So these are out of 10. This is number 9 out of 10. It's just a beautiful card, right? It's got the more modern take on Surfer in the corner, and then in the center you have that image of the Jack Kirby Surfer from the cover of FF50. This, I would say now, would be the number 1 card in my Silver Surfer collection. I am pumped to have this in it. Yeah, I love all Rittenhouse diamonds and things. They're just fantastic cards, and this one is primo number 1. As I saw in that other Thing video, I got the Thing as well. They actually came in the deal together. So yeah, that is what I got. Hope you enjoyed that. If you're a card guy or into cards or like looking at cards. But yeah, I am going to have another video in the next week of a couple comics I picked up, and then another one of those Thing autos that I was talking about. But otherwise, that's all I got for you today. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you've picked up recently. We always love to hear that kind of thing. Have a great day. Peace.